Welcome back to CAD 200, and this is going to be week 4. I want to show you what we're going to get into today, and basically we're going to get into what's called external references, or XREF, and we're also going to show you some blocks. And you guys already know how to use blocks, but I want to show you another method that you can use that can help you to reproduce different things in your drawings. And external reference is brand new to you, and it's a really nice tool. So I've got week 4 task list open, and it says reopen fire escape plan for J116. Okay, so I should have that one open, or I got J117 open. So let me go ahead and I'll open J116. Okay, I've got it open. Let's go back and look at some more instructions. It says add fire extinguishers locations to this file. Now I told you last time that to be up to date and to meet all the requirements from the state fire marshals, that you have to have where your fire extinguishers are located. So we've got to go back in to all of those rooms, the fire escapes that you did for each room in last week's task. Now we'll have to open those up and we'll have to add them in. Now you're thinking to yourself, if I have to open each one of those up and draw them individually into those rooms, it'll take me forever. Not the case. I'll show you a quick method of doing that, and we'll do it one with external reference, and then I'll show you how to do it with blocks. So basically it says utilize XREF or blocks to add fire extinguishers to all the plans you've previously created. Come up here to project 4. It's asking us to do this. Now this is going to be where they want us to locate these fire extinguishers. And we'll zoom in here real quick, and you see where it says fire extinguisher. We'll have to add that to the print as well. But I'm just going to briefly show you something. Zoom that over. And we're just going to do a couple of these. You see these little blocks? That's our fire extinguishers. So I'm going to go back to AutoCAD with this 116 open. I want to go in there and just make myself a couple of blocks, and be honest with you, probably come up here and just make them. Don't have to be very big, and we'll call this fire extinguisher, and we'll make us a new layer. Here it is. New. We'll call it fire extinguisher, and we'll make sure that's red, bright red. Okay, and the rest of it's totally fine. Make that current by clicking on your check mark, and we'll close that back out. I'll just close it, and just grab that, change it to fire extinguisher, and also let's go ahead and put some gradient in it to it. You can click on this, and we're just going to use solid pattern. Click, and it's already where we had the layer red, so that's perfect. And I want to go ahead and move this in place, and then we'll just do a rotate on it. We'll do a rotate. We'll catch that point, and we'll bring it right in there just like that. And I can't remember off the exactly where those are all located at. So I'm going to have to go back into Internet and open this back up, this project 4. Okay, here it is. And I'm just going to put a few of them in there just to show you the example. There's one there, We'll just do a few of these here just to show you how to do it. Alright, we got that one. I'm just going to basically come in here and just do a copy. Copy. I'll grab it right there. And I think one of them goes right here. Turn that off. Put it right there. Go back and take a look. There's one in that corner, so we're going to grab that one. And we'll put it do a copy. And we'll grab it and put it in the correct spot as well. And we'll come down here and we'll put one right here. And I'm not for sure if this is where it goes, just to save some time. And I'll rotate it around. And I just want to show you how cool this is. Just like that. Alright. So we've got those in per se. And let's say that we've got all of them included. I mean, this whole drawing, it matches up to this. I mean, there's several of them on here. You just got to take time and go through and look and see where they're all located. And put them all in, but just to save time, I just done a few. And what I do at this point is you don't need the rest of this stuff. So what I want to do is just call this File, Save As, and I want to call this one just Fire Extinguishers. Just like that, do a save. Now open this thing up to where you can see it, and I want to delete everything on here, okay, except for my little fire extinguishers. I don't need any of it except those fire extinguishers. Just delete so I can see where I'm at. Okay, now of course I just done a few of them for an example, but only thing you should have on this file is just the fire extinguishers themselves, the location of those fire extinguishers. Come over here now and just hit save, because we made our own little file, fire extinguishers, and hit save. And the beauty of this is now I can go back into that J116 or J117. Right here's J117. Move this right here out of the way. Okay, there's 117 that's open, and I'm going to go ahead and open up J116. Now you guys had quite a few of them to do, so open all of those up, and you'll see them right across the top here. And basically all you can have to do is this right here. We can put these in by either a block or an X reference. Now, you're asking me what the difference is. Well, when you insert these as a block, you're just bringing it into the drawing permanently. Okay? And what I mean by that is when you bring it in, when it goes into the drawing, there will be nothing, far as the file that's the fire extinguishers. I can go to fire extinguishers and manipulate it and save it, and when I do, it doesn't change anything. It's not like a parametric modeling type of program. It won't do anything to this. All right, it'll, whenever these come in using a block, it's just like you went there and drawed it on your screen. So you can't go outside of it externally and do things to it, manipulate it to make things right, and it adjust itself. So this is how it works. Just come over here to Insert, Browse, and find that document. And of course that was saved under Project 203. And see Fire Extinguishers. I hit Open, and again this is what you have to do. Leave all this 1. It's perfect. Angle 90. Just leave it as is. When it comes up, hit OK. It asks you for a base point. Type in 0, 0. Enter. And see how it automatically just puts those in for you? And if you had all of those, all you have to do is just open up these individually and put them in. So this is just like you're drawing. It's just like you just draw those in, but they're in as blocks. Y'all can see that. See how when I click on one, it clicks all of them. It's pretty sweet, and it saves you a lot of time. So now I go J117 and do the exact same thing. If I want to go and put it in as a block, hit Insert, Browse, go find it, Fire Extinguishers, Open, OK, 0, 0, Enter, and boom, there it is. Just that simple and that easy, and you don't have to go in and draw them all over again. Now, I want to close this one, and I'm not going to save. And I want to close this one, and I'm not going to save it. And I'll go back in, I want to reopen this up, and then I want to show you how to do this using X-Reference. Now the beauty of X-Reference is, and I'll show you this, is you can take and do this. You can type in X-Ref and hit Enter. Okay, it brings up this. Now this external reference is what it is, and you can already see J117. That's what file we've got open. We can add. We can attach a drawing to this. We can attach an image, a DWF, a DGN, or a PDF to this, and just it goes with it. I want to show you this. If you go to Attach DWG, go in here and find it. Go in here and hit Fire Extinguishers and hit Open. It looks just like you're putting it in with a block, but it's a little different. And it asks you for an insertion point, 0, 0, Enter. And now you see they come in there just the same way that it did with your block. Now the only difference is, see how it's loaded in this file? It's just like using one of these parametric modeling type programs. What it does is J116 and the fire extinguisher file are two different files, and they're just been put together. Okay? That means that J117 has an external reference of fire extinguisher. Now, if I go in and change anything with that fire extinguisher like this, I can open up fire extinguisher. Now watch this. I can go in here and move it. Wait, before I do that, let's go ahead and put it in for 116 as well to make sense of this. Attach drawing, put fire extinguisher in, open, OK, 0, 0. Hit put it in there, and it's both of them now have that external reference, that fire extinguisher. Now we've got those in. Now check this out. If I go to fire extinguisher and I move this, say they had to move the fire extinguisher, and you got to keep all these fire plans up to date. Well, one thing I did was move one. Do I have to change it on all my prints? Yes, you do. To meet the standards, you have to do that. So you just save it. Fire extinguisher, I moved it. Now check this out. When I go to 116, you see this that comes up? That external reference is got a caution on it. Click on that. Or just right click on it, I'm sorry. Yeah, just right click on it, reload reference. And whenever you reload that, see how it moved it? So whenever you use XREF, if you have to do some modifications to something that changes, it automatically is very easy to update. Instead of having to go in and redo everything, I can go over here to 117. See how this one's still that way, but it's giving me a caution. Something's wrong. You need to reload all your references. And when I do, see how it moves it? So basically, if I make any type of changes with Fire Extinguisher and I hit save on it, it automatically will update it. Now, when you put it in as a block, it won't update. Does that make sense? Because when you put it in as a block, it's just like you're drawing it. You're just using that block to make things easier. When you external reference, it's actually got a path that it's going to, and it's grabbing that data, and it's putting it inside of that drawing. So you really got two different drawings in this 116 and 170. 116's got two drawings intertwined together, and so does J117. And you can put multiple external references. It doesn't have just to be one or two. It can be a whole bunch. And a lot of companies use this because how nice it is to update. Only problem is a lot of people have with using external references is wherever you have it saved at. Let's say you, like I've got this one saved in, let's go back and find that. In CAD 200, Project 3, and what if I took and moved that from out of there to over here? Oh wait, it's saying it's open right now. It doesn't want me to do anything with it. So what I'll have to do is I'll have to turn it off here. Close. Yes, I wanted to save that. Cancel. Now I'm just going to move this fire extinguisher to over here. Now I move paths. It's no longer in desktop CAD 200 Project 3. Now it's just on desktop. I moved it. I moved it away from where I originally told it where it was located. So the path has changed. This is where a lot of people get in trouble with this. Is when now I go up here to J117. Let's open up 116. Do you see that? When I open it up, fire extinguisher not found. Because whenever I open up this drawing, it has an external reference that's out that we told it a certain path and where it should be. Now every time this J116 opens up or 117 opens up, it automatically sends a signal to that path to find that drawing that we have so we can put them together. But if you move that or delete it, this is what happens. So what you end up having to do is detach it, and you'd have, wherever you saved it at, you're going to have to attach it again, and this one would be found on my desktop. Right there, open, and OK. Again, 0, 0 is its space point, and it's back in there. All is well again with it.